Welcome to Glow Time with Jackie. It isn't about chasing youth, it's about owning your glow, reinventing your story, and showing up like never before. Glow Time starts now.
Hello, Glow Babes. Welcome to Glow Time with Jackie. This is part 2 of Alcohol Free Living Sisters, basically.
Yeah.
So, this is part 2 of us talking about our journey. We're both alcohol free. We've been longtime friends, been
Absolutely.
friends since middle school, high school.
Uh-huh.
And we are both alcohol free now. And we want to talk about how kind of what our journey's been, how it's affected us. The first part, like we mentioned, was more about kind of how we met and how alcohol kind of molded us,
Right.
the society, how alcohol was in the society at the time. And now we just want to talk about kind of our journey.
Right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember getting on Instagram. We maybe haven't talked for a couple of years, and I think I saw you holding a sign,
Hmm.
1 year or 2 year,
Yeah, it was
alcohol
1 year
free. And I
alcohol
said,
free.
wow, that's interesting. It
Yeah.
had been about two for me.
Hmm.
And we kind of took off from there and started
Hmm.
talking about it.
Yeah.
And I know your drinking behaviors were different than mine. I kind of was a wine connoisseur, enthusiast. I think you're tequila.
Yeah, so I got into where, and it really started for me like around COVID. So
Oh,
I
okay.
really like COVID was the year that I kind of started drinking a little bit more.
Oh,
Believe it or not, I was trying to be health conscious and drink tequila.
well, and I think that's something that does happen.
Yeah.
I've always struggled with, I'm on this diet, I need to lose weight.
Hmm.
And when I took the alcohol out, it was so much easier.
Yeah.
One, because I could get up the next day and exercise. Two, I could have, a healthy eating plan. I felt like if I drank too much, I wanted to eat too much.
Yeah.
And so, always had times or periods of fasting, particularly around this time of year. In some religious realms, there's something called a Daniel fast,
Hmm.
and they take out alcohol and sugars and meats. And I did that for a while. And inevitably, I felt better after the first of
Yeah.
the year. But somehow, a birthday came, a baby shower, and back drinking
Yeah.
again.
And that's the way it happens for many people. And I do want to say, I do feel that in this culture, in this society, if you can stop drinking in a society
Wow.
that idolizes alcohol, really you can do anything because there's so much discipline there. And it's
Hmm.
just really realizing that it doesn't serve you anymore. Therefore, you don't need to use it. You don't need to,
Right.
take it.
Yeah.
And what I find too is you just have to relearn everything because
Right.
nothing really changes.
Nothing changes. I think
It improves.
yeah, it's a commitment to yourself. And I do get weird looks. It's particularly different when you're dating. The first thing out of a man's mouth most of the time is, "Can I take you for a drink?" And I'm
Yes.
like, coffee,
Yes.
and I think with in saying that, some of the choices or your inhibitions being lessened
Hmm.
when you do drink alcohol, you make different choices.
Yeah,
Who
absolutely.
you date, uh,
What you put up with?
what you
What you
wear,
put up with?
maybe what you wear.
Yeah, of
Um,
course. Well, that hasn't really changed for me.
yeah, I think there's a lot of things that are different, but certainly it is a practice, and
Yeah,
like you said just a moment ago, it's a discipline,
it is.
and being able to put that down, particularly for me, because there were many reasons. Really happy, I wanted a glass of wine. Really sad, I wanted a
Yes.
glass of wine.
Yes.
And now learning my emotions, being free from alcohol
Mhm.
is very different. I actually think I'm more emotional.
Yeah, well, yeah, because alcohol masks a lot of things.
Right.
So, this is the thing about alcohol that I've learned. It really is, first of all, it's a liar. It's a
I
liar
agree.
because it makes you believe something that's not true.
Right.
And you don't really realize it when you're in the moment, but alcohol makes you feel like you're bold. No,
Well,
you're already bold.
years ago I'd heard that, it's the liquid courage.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we fall into belief patterns that we learn through
Yes.
family, through friends, and we allow that and what other people are doing. I mean, I
Yeah.
haven't had so much peer pressure since I've been an adult.
Yes.
And so it's still pressure to do something different, and
Mhm.
and standing on my own. It's kind of like, I hear people say it. I don't often say it, but it's a superpower.
Uh-huh. I agree.
Right.
It is
And
my superpower without a doubt.
right.
I do feel like a unicorn with all the drinkers because
Yeah.
everyone's drinking. And I'm okay with that. Listen, you can drink and I'm not going to sit here and tell you you shouldn't drink, but if you
Yeah.
ask me, I'm going to give you my 2 cents,
Sure.
you
I
know.
It makes people that do drink uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Friends of mine will say, "Do you mind?" And they
Mhm.
want my permission. And when you have resolved an issue
Mhm.
within yourself, it doesn't matter what others are doing.
Right.
And so I can say, "Yeah, I don't mind." Or, a big thing of mine used to be on the weekends going to breakfast, having mimosas.
Mhm.
And I thought, how am I going to go out without having?
Right.
And for a while, and I'll be honest, I did back away from social platforms,
Sure.
going out to dinner, maybe not going to big events, just because I needed to safeguard
Yeah.
myself,
Yeah.
and be sure that my mind was made up.
Yeah.
And I think that lasted for about 6 months.
Yeah.
And then after that, I felt so much more confident that it really had been removed,
Yeah.
that desire.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's through prayer, through practice, or a combination of both.
Mhm.
I never had any, what I would say, like significant problems, like health
Mhm.
or legal,
Mhm.
from using. And I know that happens to some people
Yeah,
and then they
absolutely.
decide to stop.
Mhm.
But for me, it was just really a decision that enough was enough.
Yeah. For me, and I've talked about it on the podcast before, it was really just one, I was waking up sick. Like I felt like my body was telling me, "What are you doing picking up drinking at 44 years old, 45 years old? What are you doing? You never really drank before. Why are you doing it now?"
Right,
That was the first thing. The other was here I am working out, taking my supplements during the week, and on the weekend, I feel like I trashed it.
right,
Okay.
right.
And, but I was like, do I really need it? And really, when I stopped drinking, it wasn't one of those things that I said, this is it. I'm done forever. I just said, let me give it a break.
Try it out.
Yeah, let me try it out. And I never thought that I would stop drinking forever.
And I mentioned fasting from alcohol and kind of feeling like you're doing a detox for
Mm-hmm.
your body because you want to promote health inside yourself. I also used a podcast, to be
Hmm.
honest.
Oh, wow.
I can't think of the name now, but it was about not drinking.
Yeah.
And I listened to some of the things on there. And so there's so many tools today
Yes.
that people have to decide to give up a habit.
Mm-hmm.
And that was one thing I listened to. I always knew in my heart that it was something not good for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I think also just being around people getting ill and not
Mm-hmm.
really being able to pinpoint what bad habit
Right.
they had,
Right.
runners, young, developing different cancers. It
Mm-hmm.
just became interesting to me. What are we doing
Right.
that's really toxic? And in some circles, it's a poison to
Mhm.
people.
Yeah, it
Um,
really is.
yeah.
And that's what I've learned about it too. And so of course being alcohol free, I've learned that there's so many people that deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many people that want to be alcohol free. They just don't know how to stop. I get DMs all the time. They tell me, I haven't been drinking thanks to you.
Oh,
I
nice.
don't know how long I'm going to do it, but
Right.
I'm considering it. Or, I'm listening to you. I'm not ready to do it.
Right.
And I'm like, listen, whenever it's time for you to stop, it's your journey.
Sure.
But know that it's worth just trying it out. You can
Yeah.
always go back to drinking, but if you love it so much that you don't want to drink,
Mm-hmm.
well, it's worth it to you to do it. And
Yeah.
I had to, so for me, I kept going. So at the time, I was going out a lot on the weekends
Right.
and I kept going out. I
Right.
think I always love the challenge.
Yeah.
I love to be challenged and I
That's
love
where
to
we're alike.
I push myself
Uh-huh.
to make myself uncomfortable. When you do uncomfortable things,
That's it.
you get disciplined. You become disciplined.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want.
You're building resilience
You
against the
are.
next thing. And the thing about that is it doesn't have to be the same thing. you take one challenge, it gets you prepared for the next. It's just an
Yes.
opportunity.
And it's a mind thing, and you
Right.
know that you can get through. Yes, it hurts. It's like working out. Yes, you're feeling the pain. You want to stop, but you know you're getting gains, you're benefiting your body, and
Right.
you will push through. You'll be fine. You're not going
Well,
to
and
die.
it might help you to live.
It will. Yeah. So
Uh,
I love that challenge. So I went out, I still went out, and I paid attention, and I felt that I needed to um I guess I needed to do everything that alcohol allowed me to do
right.
when not drinking. So
Exactly.
I put myself out there. I danced
Yeah.
like without any
Now
alcohol.
that's the one thing
I can do it.
I
No
don't think
problem.
I'm ready
That's because
for.
you haven't gone to the dance floor enough. See,
That,
you need to do it. So once
that
you do it,
sober dancing.
listen,
My
everybody
body.
else is drunk. They're not
Oh,
watching you.
that's a good point.
Everybody else is drunk. Nobody's watching you.
I am truly, though, the rhythmless girl. I don't have
Listen,
it.
no, you have rhythm. You have rhythm. If anything, I don't have rhythm. So you have rhythm.
I guess
You're fine.
it's
But
been a
listen,
while. I think, and that's the thing. I think when you are not drinking, you are more self aware, which is
yes.
good, right?
Yes.
But sometimes you don't want to be aware.
But listen, I'm going to tell you this. Alcohol didn't give you the ability to dance.
It
So
did.
you're really just dancing the same way, but you're not drinking anymore.
It gave me the ability to not remember.
Yes, and not care. Not care.
Exactly.
But then you know it's like, I mean, nobody's really paying attention to you. And if anything, you're the one
I
that's
hope not.
more aware.
Now, they are paying attention to you when you leave and your friends have to help you get out. Yeah,
Yes.
they're paying attention then.
Yes. But we didn't think about that.
No.
Or when we look crazy or we look like we don't need another drink.
I think for me, it was, yes, aging, and for your field,
And then
you're
there's that component.
right. You're talking about your skin. We want to retain youthfulness,
Yes.
at any cost.
Yes.
And the one simple thing you can do
Mhm.
is put better things in your body,
Mhm.
water instead of the wine, things like that. And this lovely drink that you gave me
Yeah.
today. So s- aligning what you feel like is wellness to you and practicing
Yeah.
it. And I think that's where we connect because you've done, so much with esthetician, skincare, maintaining youthfulness,
Yeah.
and the society pressures us to do that.
Yeah.
I'm not so much where you are aligned with those things, but I am about what's going on in the inside
Yeah.
that we can't see.
Mhm.
And a lot of times, people always tell me, you are what you eat, you are
So
what you
true.
drink. And so I think it was a good choice for me.
Yeah.
It also helped me kind of maintain relationships better or put ones aside that weren't healthy
Mhm.
for me.
Mhm.
I can remember maybe like being out or getting upset with someone, and you know how you do the drunk text.
Yes.
And then you wake up the next day and you're like, wow, did I text him
What?
again?
No way.
Yeah, and so I don't have those thoughts
Yes.
anymore.
I
So
love that.
it now that is a bonus. If
Mhm.
there's anybody out there, that's a bonus.
That's a bonus. But for many people, again, through the forums when I've learned about being alcohol free,
Yeah,
so many people experience this. They
sure.
have so much regret after drinking because conversations spiral, emotions spiral. Things are different when you're under the influence. There's no
Absolutely.
question. And this is the thing too that people don't understand. It's really hard to keep there's not really a gray area with alcohol. It's either you're drinking or you're not. Very few people can have one drink and be okay with it.
Certainly.
Very few.
I would read articles all the time. Can I do it in moderation? Am I a moderator or can I abstain?
Yeah,
And it's a personal thing. For me, I have to
sure.
abstain.
Yeah, for me
Yeah,
too.
the first one is it can be the first one and the only one
Hmm.
sometimes.
Yeah,
But I hear what you're saying, the uncertainty of your behavior
yeah,
or what you're going to do. I remember being young and, my mom calling, oh, are you coming home? And I'm like, oh, yeah. And how much did you drink? Oh, only had two. I mean, that was infamous for me.
yeah.
And driving,
Yeah,
under
there's
the
that.
influence.
Hmm.
And I've had a lot of grace because,
Hmm.
you know, well, I got a lot of warnings, but
Yeah,
never really any. really bad consequences
Mhm.
so that I know of right now.
Sure.
But now, when you have kids that are drinking age,
Yeah.
and it's so good that, I'm not drinking in the home,
Mhm.
that they can see there is an alternative.
Mhm.
But I think this younger generation kind of is a lot more health conscious.
Yeah, they definitely
Yeah.
are. So apparently they are definitely going towards more, alcohol-free living. There's definitely more
Certainly.
non-alcoholic bars, which is nice.
Right.
So I think there is a awareness because unfortunately though, a lot of it I do hear is because yeah, they did see their parents drinking
Oh, yeah.
and they
Yeah.
don't want to follow those footsteps.
Right.
So that's great. But yeah, for me, for my kids, I didn't let them drink in the house.
Okay.
I told them it wasn't okay for me because I felt that if I allowed them to drink in the house,
Hmm.
they're definitely gonna do it when I'm not there.
Right.
And I just felt like you're not 21. The law says that you need to be 21, and that's what I think we have to respect.
Right.
And my kids, I mean, I'm not saying that they didn't drink underage, but it's not something that I said that I condoned. It's not something that I said, yeah, you
Yeah.
can go drinking or you can drink with me, blah, blah, blah. Let's go to the restaurant and have a drink. I didn't think it was okay. And my son, both of them drink now, but they're not heavy drinkers or
Right.
anything. My son, he likes to, he's
Yeah.
25, so he likes to go out and hang out with his
Right.
friends. And I just tell him, be careful. And he gets
Mhm.
sick sometimes. And I just look at him, he'll learn. He'll
Yeah.
learn, but that's his journey.
That's his
It's
journey.
his
Yeah.
journey.
I think there are different parenting styles. Some that think if if they are at home,
Mhm.
you have a better eye on them. But then that's all the control thing, right? We want
Yeah.
to we want to believe that we can. And I don't think either way is wrong or
Correct.
right. I
Mhm.
think it's just kind of, you know, what you promote. And obviously just being human, you're going to try things and do
Yeah.
things, and you have to just decide on your own that this was for me at a time, but it's not for me right now.
Mhm.
And so I learned that took a long time.
Mhm.
I got probably alcohol free mid 40. And yeah, it was different because, like I think we said in the first part, I took my first drink at 15.
Yeah.
So we're talking years of doing the same thing, kind of that default setting.
Mhm.
And so it's a good practice, and
Yeah.
I kind of encourage it with people if they
Mhm.
ask, but I also know that you have to make that decision for
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah. So the
Certainly.
good thing about, it's just trying it.
Right.
So it's just trying it out, see if
I mean,
if
how
you
many
can.
diets have we tried?
I know, we try a lot of things. Why wouldn't you just try? You might like it.
You might.
You might like it and you might not even realize how much of a difference it makes for you. It's just like exercising or anything else.
Certainly.
And you don't realize how much fun you can have being alcohol free till you do it.
And I'll say this. I like to save money.
Yeah, oh, that.
And I think, I've had a very cheap bottle of wine before, and I've had a very expensive bottle of
Mhm.
wine. And after two or three, they're kind of the same, right? And so I think I really got into that. Like, oh, this is from here, a nice Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand. I had a
Yeah.
lot of little things, and that's when for me I knew it was too much. I'm associating or living by what I'm gonna drink today,
Yeah.
where I may
Correct.
go. Are they gonna have that wine that I like? And all it takes is for like your uh little adolescent child to say, "Oh, mommy's gonna have a Cabernet," and you're like, "Okay, this is
Uh,
probably not good," And
that's what we're
hey,
teaching them. We don't
I'm
realize.
just putting it out there. I have
Yes.
no shame,
Yeah.
but yeah, they're watching and they're
They're
listening,
watching.
and yeah, there's some consequences that
Mhm.
happen from the choices I made as
Mhm.
far as relationships with children and what they saw mommy do, and
Yeah.
there weren't many.
Yeah.
One child remembers and one child doesn't remember.
Yes.
So I have a
You were
sober mommy and
mhm.
a not so sober mommy
Yeah.
experience.
A fun what is it? Fun time mommy?
Fun time mommy. And like you said, it's so promoted by our culture. Wine time, mommy time. I remember a few years back being part of a big cycling class,
Mhm.
and the instructor would always encourage, "Come on, 15 more minutes so we can get that wine tonight." And I
Yes.
thought it's so contradicting.
Yeah.
And so it really is a way of life for some
Mhm,
people
mhm.
to decide not to drink, and I thought I'm exercising so I can drink more.
Yeah,
That started not to make
yeah.
sense to me.
I'll take the cake over the alcohol any day.
Really?
Yes, I prefer cake.
Okay, I'm definitely a chocolate bar kind of girl.
No, I love cake. So, and obviously I can't do both. And that's another thing,
Yeah.
like the sugar, right? I'm gonna
Oh.
eventually cut sugar.
Oh, sugar is toxic, right?
Yeah, it's horrible for
But we love
us.
it.
We love it, but it's still not something that I would consume every day or consume 4 pieces of cake at one
Right.
sitting, right?
But you can drink 4 glasses of wine. Oh, I
Absolutely.
can.
I mean, I was,
Yeah.
definitely doing tequila easily. And then
Right.
the other thing I didn't mention earlier, I felt like I wasn't getting my buzz. So this is where I
Okay.
now I started then chasing the buzz.
Wow.
And then I was like, well, what is this really doing to me? I'm
We're
chasing the buzz and I'm
yeah.
trying to find that sweet spot and then I go over and then I'm
Right.
sick.
Right.
And then, the next day all my plans are ruined and everything. So that was
Yes.
really the reason I stopped, and like I can't express enough that it's been life-changing for me.
Right, and
And
it's the insanity of it all.
mhm,
And I think it's a maturity too.
yeah.
Some research says our brains don't fully develop to 24, 25. And
Yeah.
so certainly you'll have that youthful time.
Mhm.
But as you get older, you realize how much more you're jeopardizing,
Yeah.
with your brain. I mean, I think we don't realize our brain is an organ and that it needs to be taken
Yeah, it's
care of.
it's a huge yes, it's a
Right.
huge organ. It's so important to us.
Right.
It's so important and we have to protect it by all means. And so I just encourage people, if you're curious about it,
Oh, yeah.
if you have thought about it, if you don't like the way you feel after a night drinking,
Hmm.
just take the challenge. I know a lot of people did dry January, and that's fine.
And they're doing it.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I just feel like you just give it a go.
No pressure.
No pressure. Just give it a go. You can always go back to drinking.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, you can always go back to drinking, but at least give it a try and you can say, I did try it.
So you're coming up this coming year,
Yeah.
and you'll have how
So it'll be
many?
4 years for me.
4 years.
4 years. It will be April 1st. 4
Right.
years.
And then I'll
Yeah.
be right behind you with 5.
5
And how
years.
that happened, like totally independent of one
Yeah.
another and just, you know, great minds think alike.
Yes, absolutely. Great minds think alike. And we have gone out. I gotta say, we have
Oh,
gone
wow.
out and I just have a blast. Like I
You're
just
wild. Okay.
well, because this is who I am.
I I mean,
I
the
dance.
energy
I
I
don't
mean,
care.
you can be very reserved, but the energy, sober energy, glow time, you got it.
I just loved it. So music moves me. Music
Right,
is my thing.
right,
I love
right.
music.
I
And
love it
yeah,
too, and I love it the best when I'm, like, sitting in a car and
yeah.
somebody can only see my head, but everything else is moving.
Look, it's like really like the Holy Spirit gets with
Yeah.
me. I got to get up and I got to put my hand up. Like it for me, that's it. It
Oh, yeah.
happens. I can't control it.
We had a great time, and
Yes.
the thing that I get a little frustrated about is, like, the minimum drink you have to have, and it's
Oh,
like,
I
"We'll have 4
know.
Topo Chicos, please," and they're like, "Huh?"
They're looking at us like you don't want to come in here and spend money. I'm like, I
No.
do. It's
I
fine.
would
Y'all got some food. Y'all got
We'll
something.
eat. Yeah, we'll eat, but we had a great time,
Yeah, we had a great time. We paid
listening
a
to
hefty
live
cover.
music.
I haven't paid a cover in ages.
I know, it was a blast,
Yeah,
though.
but it was so much fun and we did it,
Yeah,
alcohol free.
and we could drive home safely.
We got up the
And
next morning, no
I've
problem.
had a little bit of a hard time. I hadn't been out past midnight
Oh,
in a while.
sleeping
Yeah,
because of
I
sleep. Yeah.
yeah. So, but I think, yeah, it was the best time.
Yeah.
So we didn't lose anything, but good company
Yes.
and
We
good music,
laughed. The
laughed,
music took us back to
and saw old boyfriends, fathers, and just it was quite
it was
interesting.
fun. It was fun. Always a fun time. Reminds us like when we
Yes,
were out
yeah,
before, you
not
know.
quite Fame City, but
Yeah.
it's all good,
Yes,
all
all
good.
good. Well, this podcast, hopefully it has encouraged you
Yeah,
to just think about, doing a little alcohol-free stint,
sure,
1 month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever you think. If you feel that at any point you have issues with alcohol or don't want to drink or
right.
feel that you just want to take a break.
Yeah.
Take a break. We encourage you.
Yeah.
So, again,
Definitely.
thanks for listening. Thanks for watching us today. Thank you, Melanie, for being
Oh my God, it's
here.
giving me goosebumps. It's been a pleasure. And if anybody's struggling out there, you can reach out to me too.
Yes. So don't forget to like, share, spread this to all your friends, family, anybody you think may be interested in listening. Thank you.